I'm very good. I'm very excited to talk to you because I absolutely love what you've done with the show, particularly with all the crazy Egyptian monuments and ancient stuff we've seen. So I want to ask you like what it was like bringing that to life, because if I'm not mistaken, you guys didn't actually film in Egypt. So you guys had to recreate some stuff from Egypt. What was that process like?
Well, I first went to Egypt to educate myself about Egyptian culture, and then we had a Egyptologist with us, then was helping us translate hieroglyphs, and it's a long process of research. And are you referring to the chambers of the god or the tombs?
Yes, the chambers of the gods, the one in the pyramid.
Well, the chambers of the god is doesn't obviously exist, but is the gods that are in there were portrayed in statues that are in the Egyptian tradition, are the statues that represent the specific god. So Horus as the falcon, and Atum as the snake, and Jeb as the duck. So that was actually a lot of fun to recreate animal statues that represent God. And we had a research on Ushadbi statue, which are a small statue that they used to use as the way that Christianity used the cross, or for worship. And we based on that, and we make them gigantic.
I guess that brings me to my next question. How do you balance the fantastical with the historical accuracy? Because Moon Knight is very fantastical. He's obviously not real, but there's a lot of real stuff in Egyptology. How do you balance that?
Well, all the stuff that was, all the reference to gods and reference to the literature of ancient Egyptian worship that was a proper research, and we are very historically correct in the way that we approach hieroglyphs or which god, and we try to be very respectful because it was a religion. The way that we made it fantastic is just then there is this idea of a fantastic room inside the pyramid where they are there, but they could also not be there. It's like it's an idea. Then inside the Great Pyramid, that's where they meet, and the animal is the representative of the god, and then there is the avatar sitting in front of the god. So we married by be very proper on the research, but also take license in, for example, saying that there is a chamber inside. I mean, there is a chamber inside the pyramid, but it's empty now. So.
In the most recent episode, we get a big shift in the location. We're in a psych ward now, which I'm assuming will be in the next episode. And the psych ward is very, very almost iconic. And it feels like one of those locations that will be memorable for like famous movie hospitals. What was your inspiration for this kind of hospital? Because it's so weird.
Well, the inspiration is like try to be, I try to use the iconic of hospital all over, not just the Western world, all over, like tiles, white, and infinite corridors. So we tried, I tried to put together what is iconic for you immediately know that you are in a hospital, because there are material that are the one that are used in hospital, there are colors that are the one that are used in hospital. There is this kind of like nondescript type of ambient and not personal type of ambient. There is nothing personal about anybody except some props and they have next to it. So that was you said it right. I was trying to be iconographic. Absolutely.
It's no secret that in this world of Marvel, fans will look at every tiny detail of your set and notice things that are connected to other comics. How much of that is accident and actually deliberate? Like the tiny Easter
All
eggs.
deliberate. There is nothing.
All deliberate.
No accident.
Wow. Okay. Are you part of?
There is not an accident. Marvel is very, very cautious and very aware of what are the things, rightly, of what are the things that, that was another educating curve for me, which, what are the things that can be involved in this, and what are the things that we want to leave out. There are obviously the usual Easter egg for comic lovers that are in there. I put them in there personally.
Wow, that's very exciting to know. You recently worked on another Marvel vampire movie, Morbius, and word on the street is you might work on another Marvel vampire movie, Blade. Is there anything you can say about this? Is it even true? What's the record on this?
I can't say anything about it.
You can't say anything.
I'm sorry. I can say that I did work on Morbius. That I can. I can't say anything past episode 4.
Very fair. Going back to Marvel. It's okay. Going back to Marvel Studios, what was it like joining this big collective of creatives? Because I imagine it's very, very different.
It's fantastic. It's a dream come true, because it's basically you need to invent a world that are they exist, but they don't exist. So for a production designer, it's like the best of the opportunity, because you also in this world you need to describe characters.